I feel like my camera is a little bit tilted. So if it is, I'm sorry. You just gonna have to watch me a little tilted today. This is the requested video of part 2 to my crazy roommate of the time we got in a fight. Now, just the thought of this bitch makes me so mad. Like, so you know what I gotta do? I got my margarita. I gotta, ooh, look at my hair. I gotta just, 1 second. Okay. You know what else I gotta do? I gotta take these Jesus earrings out. Because nothing I say is gonna be nice about this bitch. I am not gonna act godly today. I am not. So let me just take these out real quick. And the last thing I'm gonna do is put up my hair. Because literally I'm already getting hot and I have not gotten to the story yet. I'm gonna have one of those ugly buns, One of those buns. Ugh. Here's the story time of when my roommate and I got into a fight. Okay. Wait, one more. This all started, this big fight. Okay. So, JJ, get out. Go, JJ, go. Go. Ow. Ow. Okay, so let's just start with how the night begun. So since my ex was the one working and I was the one always at home, I was the one doing like the chores or whatever, I was watching. I was washing the clothes, I was washing the dishes, I was putting clothes up, I was cleaning the room, vacuuming, I was doing all of that while she was at work. So this particular night, I put my clothes in the washer, and I will admit the washer and dryer was Nettie's. Nettie's the roommate. I say her real name because I don't give a fuck if she sees this, because it's all true. So she can't do nothing because it's true. So, I put all the clothes in the washer. It was my clothes, it was my ex's clothes all together. And the 30 or 40 minutes, the time was up basically to go put the clothes in the dryer, and I walk out and right outside the room is the basket of clothes soaking wet, just chilling there. And I'm not gonna have that, no ma'am. So I took that basket and I put it right back in the dryer. I was like, well, this is gonna get dry one way or another, my way or the highway, So I put the clothes back in the dryer, and I went back into the room, shut the door, minded my own business, and then it was time to go get the clothes out of the dryer now. I went back out, and then in the kitchen area, so, okay, let me draw this out for you. This apartment was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, okay? Our bedroom had the bathroom inside of it, and her bedroom had the bathroom right across the hall from her. The TV room was separating our bedrooms. You walk in, you turn to the left, there was a little area for a dinner table, and then you turn left again, and it's the kitchen. You keep going to the kitchen, inside the kitchen, there's the laundry room. So that's where she had the washer and dryer. So, right in front of the kitchen, there was the clothes again, soaking wet. So I went up to her and I was just like, so what's good? What's the problem? Girl, hold on. I need to put some earrings on. I look at myself and I just feel naked. So you know what hoops I'm gonna put on? I'm gonna put on my whole hoops. But anyways, I went up to her and I was just like, what's the problem, girl? What's good? And at this point she was packing to get out of the apartment, so there was boxes everywhere, and she was sitting down packing something in her boxes, taping up the box. And she was like, I don't want you using my washer and dryer anymore since I'm moving out and you don't pay rent. I was like, I don't pay rent, but my ex does, and she's living here, and that's her clothes. So she has the right to have her clothes washed. I'll take my clothes out, but let me wash her clothes at least, you know? Like, shit, she pays for it, you know? Like, what the fuck you mean, girl? And she was just like, nah, I don't want that to happen. Excuse me. Like, I like to call myself a fair person. Of course, at times I can be really petty and I can be really childish. But I feel like if you pay for something, you should get what you pay for, you know? So I got really mad about that. I was just like, well, this isn't about to fly. So I took the clothes once again and I started heading towards the washer, and she blocked me. And I nudged her with like the basket. I was like, you gonna move? Skirt, skirt. Skirt, skirt, bitch, you gonna move? And she was like, you are not gonna use it. And I was just like, you know what, fine. I'll just like go upstairs, because the apartment had like washers and dryers upstairs. And so I was just like, you know what, whatever. So I took the clothes back to my room, and honestly at this point I was close to tears, because when I'm mad, I either break out in full on like, let's fight, bitch, like right now, there's no time for conversation, we gonna fight, I'm gonna beat your ass. Or I break out like wanting to cry from holding myself back, and I felt like that was not a good enough reason to fight her, okay? So I went on, I took the clothes into the room, and I called my mom. Mom, can you come over here? I'm feeling really angry, and I don't know how much longer I can control myself. That's what I said on the phone to my mom. And my mom lived like 5 minutes down the road, so she was like, okay, I'll be right there. And in that time, I'm not exactly sure what I did. This night is really fuzzy because that's how mad I got. When I get super mad like that, I black out. But I know within that time that before she got there, Nettie and I had another conversation. I think I went out and peacefully, politely went to ask her, like, can I please wash my ex's clothes? She can watch me take my clothes out, but just please let me wash my ex's clothes, because that's fair, you know? And she was like, no. And I remember some point during the night, I actually went and I sat on the dryer. My petty ass, like, I couldn't let it go. I went and I sat my ass on there, and I was just like, I'm gonna wait till you leave and I'm gonna dry these clothes, ho. Like, fuck you. And my mom got there, and then Nettie was just like, who the hell is this? You need to get out. This isn't your apartment. I'm gonna call the cops. And I was like, call the cops, bitch. Call the cops. Call them right now. Because my stuff is in this apartment. You can't say that, like, I don't live here. I can tell my mom to go home. There's no trace she was ever here. But you call the cops, like, what? They see my shit here. They gonna look at you like you crazy, ho. Like, what's good? So I decided, like, my mom had to talk me into going upstairs and paying to use the washer and dryer upstairs. So, you know, I carried it all upstairs, and when we were done, okay, well, I put them in the dryer. We went to go chill in the car, because at this point I was just sweating. I was really aggravated. Like, I was just cussing at nothing, and like, I was even giving my mom attitude about it because I was just so mad. So the clothes are dry and it's time to go back into the apartment. I have an apartment key because, hello, bitch, I live there. This is my house. I live here. And the chain is on the door. The chain is on the door. Bitch, when I tell you that I lost my mind, I lost my mind. Me and my mom were banging on that door, and then you know what my mama did? Her being the badass she is, she busted through the door. She slammed that shit open. Chain and all, just slammed through that door. And then that's when Nettie came out of her room talking about, I didn't hear you. You could have just knocked. Bitch, your bedroom is not that far from the door. We were banging. We were yelling. We were kicking. I know you heard it. Your dog was fucking barking. What you mean? What do you mean you didn't hear? So I was still outside of the apartment while my mom walked her way into the apartment because she busted through the door and Nettie came out. So Nettie barely paid any attention to my mom, and she came to me and was like, what's your fucking problem? And I was like, you're my goddamn problem. And I lunged at her, and we got so damn close. Like, usually, okay, I will admit, it depends on the situation, but I'm usually not the one to hit first because, you know, if cops come, you know, you can claim self-defense if they hit first. I was ready to take that charge. I was like, lock my ass up. This bitch gonna be worth it. When I beat this bitch ass, it's gonna be worth it. Because, okay, this girl was only like 3 inches taller than me. She was fat as fuck. All she did was drink. Like, she ain't strong. She ain't gonna do nothing. Like, I'm barely 5 feet. I'm small. But I'm a strong ass person for being 5 feet. Like, all of my friends know not to mess with me because, yes, I'm small. Yes, I'm cute, but I'm still very aggressive. And I'm quick to punch. I'm quick to fight. So I got in her face and my mom had to like shove her body between ours because I was literally about to go for it. Like, my mom saw my hand cock. You know, like cock back to be like, pah. So she like got in between us and she was like, Angeline, and she grabbed me by my arms like right here and like turned my ass away and like started walking away from the apartment. I was like, hell no, I want to get in the apartment. That's why we busted through this door anyways. I'm going to my room. What you mean? I'm going to my room. Fuck this bitch. I swear I won't touch her. I just want to go to my room. So it was stuff like that. So my mom was just like, okay, go to the room. And Nettie was still standing by the door. So my childish ass, my mom was literally like right behind me holding on to like my shoulder, I think. My shoulder or my back. My childish ass was just like, when I walked past her, you know, like that fucking lunge, and she was just like this. And I was like, hat bitch, you little scared asshole. Fuck you. And like I kept on walking and I went to the room and I shut the door. My mom was in there with me. And I called my ex and I was like, this bitch got me fucked up. You need to come home. You need to put her in her place because she is acting like a whole ass hoe. Just help me before I lose my everlasting mind and catch a charge. Because like at the time, the only person that could calm me down legit was my ex. So that's why I called her, because I needed help being calmed down. And my ex knew that the roommate already tried to like touch me inappropriately too. So I already had built up hate for her, and her being a bitch on top of it, I was ready to go. So, me being me, it takes me a lot to cool down. So I got out of the room again, and she was out in the living room still packing her boxes, and all I really remember is just screaming at the top of my lungs, stupid ass bitch, ugly ass bitch, that's why your boyfriend probably fucking gay. Like, just literally saying any stupid hood rat shit I could say. And honestly, I didn't lay a hand on her, so I hope this wasn't like clickbait for you to watch, but we got really close to it, and technically it was a fight because we were yelling and shit at each other, but it was not a physical fight. But that's really all I remember from the night. The next thing I remember is waking up, my mom was next to me, and my ex got home at 6 in the morning, and yeah, that was it. And honestly, I don't think I even recall seeing her ever again after that. I don't know if she left like that night or the next day, or maybe I just blacked it all out. Like, I really don't know at this point. But that is my story of when I fought my crazy, ugly ass roommate. And this video is not going to be monetized. I already know that because I've cussed like 10,000 times in it. I drank in it. Like, it is what it is. But that's my story, and you really can't trust people that you meet on Craigslist. Like, kind of like you can't trust cars that you buy on Craigslist. You can't really trust the people on Craigslist either. So, yeah, that's my story. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this look that I'm wearing today, I'll have a video for it in the description. So I'll be back for another video. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be something good, I swear. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.